Is it really possible to make fulfilling your goals effortless? It absolutely is when your emotional mind, sometimes called the subconscious mind, is fully aligned with your goal. Your emotional mind is the driver behind all of your decisions and actions. It is the source of all your desires and motivations. When your emotional mind is in full alignment with your goal, you are clear, confident, and motivated. Fulfilling your goal feels easy, natural, and effortless. This state of effortless goal fulfillment is known as being in the flow state. When you are in the flow state, you are being internally guided to your desired outcome. You are naturally inspired to take the actions that lead you to your goal. So when you're in flow, fulfilling your goal becomes very easy and effortless. The amount of ease you feel in fulfilling any goal is in direct proportion to your emotional mind's alignment with that goal. Conversely, whenever you feel challenged or stressed about a goal, it is because your emotional mind is blocking your ability to fulfill the goal. Emotional alignment results in an easy and effortless experience of goal fulfillment. It really is this simple. Now I am going to take you through a step-by-step process of helping you begin to create this flow state that makes fulfilling your goals feel effortless. The first step to effortless goal fulfillment is to identify your obstacles. Whenever we have a goal, there are going to be obstacles. Identifying these obstacles in advance will empower you to break through them and make achieving your goal much easier. Obstacles can be outer, such as business competition, or inner, such as procrastination. Take a moment to identify your most challenging life goal. Why is this goal a challenge? Identify the obstacles, either internal or external, that make this goal a challenge. Write them down. Stop the video now and take a few minutes to do this. Restart the video when you are done. You have now identified the obstacles to your goal. Now take a moment to think of ways you can either circumvent or break through these obstacles. Write down any ideas. For instance, in the case of business competition, you might write, "Find a way to make my business unique so it stands out." In the case of procrastination, you might write, "Make a list of what needs to be done the following day and stick to it." Stop the video now and take as long as you need to do this. Restart the video when you are done. Were you able to think of some practical strategies to make achieving your goal easier? If you identified obstacles that seem to have no solution, do not worry about it. Do not let perceived obstacles stop you from moving forward. This is where most people get stuck and lose their motivation. Just acknowledge that you have a challenge and move on to step 2. Step 2. Align your emotional mind with your goal. You have now identified your goal as well as your obstacles. Now you must align your emotional mind with your goal. This is by far the most crucial factor in making goal fulfillment feel effortless. Harnessing the energy of your emotional mind will make creating your goal much simpler and easier. Think about your goal and tune into your feelings about being able to create it. Do you feel 100% confident about fulfilling it? Or do you have to give yourself positive self-talk in order to feel confident about it? The more you can connect to your deeper uncomfortable feelings, the more effective this process will be for you. If you are using positive self-talk to override your deeper feelings, you are not in total emotional alignment with your goal. Using mind power to override feelings is not emotional alignment. Chances are, if your goal is worth pursuing, it feels a bit out of your comfort zone. It might even feel overwhelming, or you might feel resistance about taking action towards it. Any of these uncomfortable feelings is a sign that you are not yet fully emotionally aligned with your goal. Research has shown that the electromagnetic field of the heart is 60 times more powerful than the electromagnetic field of the brain. This means that the brain is not the center of our consciousness. What creates our circumstances is not our intellectual mind. It is our feeling state. Our emotional tone is the most powerful generator of our reality, even more than our thinking mind. As we mentioned before, when you are emotionally aligned with your desired outcome, you are in the flow state. The flow state is not an intellectual state. When you are in flow, you are not thinking or trying to figure things out. In fact, you are tuned into an inner feeling that is guiding and inspiring your actions. Cultivating and maintaining this flow state makes fulfilling your goal effortless. So actually, what is most crucial to manifesting any goal effortlessly is your feeling about having that specific desired result. You must stop focusing on only figuring out how to achieve the result. The problem with focusing on just the how is that your thinking mind believes if you don't yet know the how, you can't achieve the goal. This creates a mental block which cuts you off from your state of flow. The reality is that solutions typically come from outside of us. Solutions come from unexpected sources, things that you could never have predicted or figured out yourself. This is what the Buddha talked about and all the ancient sages. You must let go of focusing on figuring out the how and instead focus on creating the feeling state of already having what you want. This feeling state is the state of flow. So you are probably asking, how can you create the feeling of having something that you don't yet have? This takes us to step 3. The first step to emotionally aligning with your goal is to identify and release counterproductive thoughts and feelings. Counterproductive thoughts and feelings of doubt, confusion, or resistance are inner obstacles that block your state of flow. We will now start to identify some of your inner feeling obstacles so you can release and transform them. Releasing these feelings will help put you into flow with your desired outcome. Before you can fulfill any goal, you must have the willingness to commit to its fulfillment. This is the most basic level of emotional alignment. Subconscious fears and conflicts can block your ability to fully commit to your goal. Fears, such as not feeling deserving, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of change, and many other possible subconscious fears can block your ability to fully commit to your goal. Any worthwhile goal does not happen overnight. You must be emotionally aligned with your outcome in order to fully commit, overcome obstacles, and stay on track. Releasing subconscious fears about committing to your goal's fulfillment will align you emotionally with a successful outcome. The following exercise will help you identify subconscious fears that may block you from fully committing to your goal. Click on the link below this video to access this exercise.